Ranchers play a major role here on the High Plains. When the wildfires sparked across the High Plains, they left acres of land burned, affecting local ranches and the agriculture industry as we know it. At that time, it was over 1 million acres burned, which was the largest wildfire in state history. KMR Local 4's Princess Bryant speaks with two ranchers from Canadian that watched as their land was left scorched.
You think about the wealth that was stolen from us from this fire, it's over $1 billion in 2 counties. And how do you recover from that? I don't know.
As the wind began to blow across the High Plains last February, many ranchers began to prepare for a potential wildfire. Wildfires are not uncommon on the High Plains, and many ranchers have experienced them before. But many did not think that they would be witnessing the largest wildfire in Texas history.
There was fire everywhere. You're just kind of at a loss at that point. Your mind is running 1 million miles an hour, and really you just ride it out. You just kind of wait for the flames to pass, and then you deal with the aftermath.
As the land burned for a stretch of days, ranchers were left waiting for the smoke to clear so they could begin to assess their damage.
This fire moved so fast and was so hot. Cattle were running through brand new fences. They were miles away from their homes.
Once the smoke cleared, Abraham stepped into his other role as a helicopter pilot, where he would fly around and tend to all the cows, many of which died from the fire, but other cows completely burned.
They're burnt completely up, but they're still walking around. So we fly around in the helicopters in the mornings, and we have shooters in there, and we're euthanizing these cows. Now, we're probably euthanizing maybe 1,000 or 1,500 cows every morning.
A year out from the Smokehouse Creek fire, and ranchers across Roberts and Hemphill County are still working on rebuilding all that was lost.
Big trees are worth $250,000. An average mature tree's worth $20,000 a tree. That's per tree. Trees are falling on fences and falling on everything else. So, when you burn up millions and millions of trees like in Canadian, you've done a lot of damage.
Ranchers are working to rebuild their land, but it comes with a hefty price. According to Abraham, grass can cost $70 per an acre. With over 1 million acres burnt, there's over $70 million lost.
Burn up your fences, and these fences now in this rough country here are about $25,000 a mile. And just to, to give you a reference, this ranch alone, just my ranch, has 100 miles of this fence.
With so much work to be done on the ranch, the road to rebuilding is not going to be easy.
Timeline, it's still going to be, I'm going to say, years. I mean, you're looking at people that either lost a large percent of their herds, so they're going to have to rebuild that.
But as ranchers are rebuilding from last year's wildfires, they still have to work to protect their ranch from future wildfires.
There's just that thought in the back of your mind constantly in spring when you know that wind is blowing 40, 50 miles an hour. You definitely take every precaution.
In Canadian, Princess Bryant, KMR Local 4 News.
Hill adds that the area has been through wildfires before, but unfortunately no one can be prepared for the magnitude that they saw last year. To hear more about Hill and Abraham on how they were working to rebuild, head over to our website, myhighplains.com.